Are you always texting first, putting in tons of effort and not really seeing much in return? You're wondering where you stand, what's going on, what you mean to them? You're getting lack of communication and, even worse, lack of commitment. You are not alone. The truth is, chasing doesn't work. And when I stopped, everything changed. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and I'm here to help you step into your most confident, magnetic self to unlock your siren energy. If that's something that you're interested in, stick around and hit that subscribe button. In this video, I'll show you how to step into your feminine energy where you can attract love without feeling like you're begging for it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So chasing is actually a masculine energy. It is rooted in trying to get something. So when you think about a masculine, you think about he's pursuing, right? He's pursuing a career, he's pursuing things in his life. He is going out and he's trying to get something. That is how the masculine operates. The feminine operates from a principle of being instead of doing, of attracting things to her versus going out and getting them. So this is why the masculine feminine works in a perfect balance, because the masculine pursues, the feminine receives. That's how it works. So when you are dating and you are pursuing, this signals to the masculine person that you are also in your masculine energy. And this creates an imbalance from the very start of the relationship. It is like two masculine energies competing together. This also signals lack of self-worth, desperation, and lack of self-love. Even if you are coming from a place of confidence, this is the energy that is put out. This is the energy that is felt. Whether consciously or subconsciously, it is still felt. And it is definitely not the way to start off a good relationship, and it is not the way to be irresistible in your dating life. Men bond through pursuing, not being pursued. So if you are pursuing him, you are automatically putting him in the prize position, which in feminine energy, you are the prize position. Feminine energy attracts, invites, and magnetizes. So like I said before, think being instead of doing. Think receiving instead of pursuing. She's radiant, she's open, she's soft, and she has irresistible self-worth. I remember when I didn't know any of this and I was dating people that were very emotionally unavailable. They would not show up for me. They would not communicate with me. They would not commit to me. And it was all over the place. I remember feeling so bad about myself because I felt like I was constantly chasing them. I felt like I was constantly trying to go after them. And this creates an energy of you chase, he bolts. That's just the way that it works. This creates an imbalance in your relationship from the very, very start. So it was no wonder that I was attracting these types of men, because I was in my masculine energy and it was creating an imbalance for both of us. The minute I started my healing journey and I went into my feminine energy, I learned about this and I switched my energy to being the prize, being the one that is pursued, being the one that should be caught, right? The one that is supposed to receive, show appreciation, sit in my self-worth, lean back, right? The minute that I did that, I attracted completely 100% different. So a couple of examples of being in your feminine energy would be showing appreciation instead of trying to compete for effort. What do I mean by this? In feminine energy, there is something that I like to call the feminine invitation. I have worked with so many clients on this and it changes everything for them. With the feminine invitation, You are switching your energy to inviting in versus pursuing. So when you are interested in somebody, when you are on a date with them, you are, instead of pursuing, which is pushing your energy out and grabbing, right? That's what that is. You are actually sitting back, leaning, and inviting them to come forward. Now, however that looks for you, that could be in smiling, in subtle body language, in being very calm in your energy, being very soft in your energy, being so incredible in your self-worth, knowing exactly what you want. These are such beautiful feminine energy characteristics that help to have inviting energy. Everybody wants a piece of that, right? So here are the feminine shifts to start attracting versus chasing, to really fully embody that feminine invitation. So the first one would be to stop proving your self-worth. This is so, so big. I see so many women, when they go on dates, they want to be picked, right? They want to feel like they are wanted because they don't have the self-worth themselves. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't have the self-love. And so when somebody doesn't want them, or when somebody says, "You're not for me," they take that so personal. And it really crumbles their self-worth. And so when they are going on dates, they're looking for that attention, that appreciation, and they are tying it to their self-worth. And the truth is that your self-worth is something that only you can decide. Your self-worth comes from within, and you are the chooser. You are not being picked. You are the one doing the choosing. So just having that energetic shift, walking into a date and saying that you are deciding if you would like to choose them or if you would like to invite them, switches the energy completely. Number two that I love for feminine energy, and I think for every single person on this planet, really, really needs that right now, and that is regulating your nervous system. And this is such a huge topic right now, but I really think it needs a bigger voice because we have so much going on in our lives. We have so much technology, so much coming at us that most of us are in fight or flight mode. If it's not for the things around us putting us in fight or flight mode, then it's our minds that are putting us in fight or flight mode. We don't feel safe in our bodies. We don't feel safe in our minds. We're not connected to ourselves, and we're definitely not connected to our emotions. So one of the best things that you can do for softness, for having calm energy, and for being so irresistibly in your self-worth is regulating your nervous system, coming home to yourself, and feeling safe in your body. When you think about it, when you are safe in your body, you are emanating safety. You are emanating love. You are emanating self-worth. That magnetizes, that attracts, and that sends an invitation for the other person to come forward and be calm and be love and be in their self-worth. So this goes into expressing your emotions without guilt. There's so much shame around women being emotional. The truth is that women are oceans. We are meant to experience big emotions. That's what we came here to do. So men operate in the mind, we operate in the heart and our feelings. And this is how we learn, this is how we grow, this is how we connect, is through feelings and emotions. And so when you are not saying hi to your emotions, when you are suppressing them, when you are shaming them and you feel guilt for them coming out, you are shaming and feeling guilt for a part of you, a beautiful, wonderful part of you, and the way that you are meant to operate. So you just need to learn how to express your emotions in a healthy and balanced way, right? And that first starts by not suppressing them. I have seen this time and time again with my clients and in my own personal space, where when you express your emotions, you know yourself so well, and you can explain that when you're in a relationship, you can explain what's going on for you. That is so irresistible. That is absolutely incredible. Is a woman that is not afraid of her emotions. She's not afraid of expressing herself in such a beautiful way, because that is what she's meant to do. She's meant to feel, and that is such a beautiful and wonderful thing to witness. The next thing that is so, so powerful when it comes to dating and being in your feminine energy is becoming the woman that you would want, right? So when you think about being in a relationship and you think about attracting love, you think about what you would want in a woman. Would you want her to have high standards? Would you want her to be in her self-worth? Would you want her to be calm? Would you want her to embody love and exude love and safety and all of these beautiful things, right? So it goes back to my other video. This is what I'm always going to bring up. The woman that you want to be, the woman that you want to embody. What does she look like? How does she act? What is she doing? I always ask those because it's so important to know where you're going in your healing journey, who you want to be, right? What are you doing? How is she acting? And so I want you to think for a minute when it comes to dating, who do you want to be? Who would you feel so proud of, right? Who is she? What is she doing? How is she feeling? Is she the embodiment of love? Is she the embodiment of sensuality? Does she have wonderful boundaries? Does she have wonderful self-worth, right? And I can answer this for you. She was definitely in her feminine energy, whatever that looks like for you. That can look very different for most women. But the main thing about it is self-worth. Self-worth and self-love. And so you are sitting in that beautiful feminine invitation, and you are inviting in a beautiful love that is very different from what you've been attracting before. Someone that compliments you beautifully, and someone that pursues you the way that you want to be pursued. So this goes into the last and final way to start attracting, and that is knowing exactly what you want. So I asked before, who do you want to be? Now, what do you want? What do you want in a partner? When you're in your feminine energy, you know exactly what you want and you know exactly who you are. And how are you going to know what to attract or what to say no or yes to if you don't even know what you want? It's very interesting when I ask my clients about this. When I say, what do you want in a relationship? A lot of things can come up for them because what they have attracted in the past could be all kinds of red flags. And so they think that the green flags and the amazing relationship is out of their reach. And that is absolutely not true at all. You can absolutely attract a man that pursues you, a man that chases you, a man that makes you feel so safe in your body, a man that actually asks you how he can make you feel so safe. Absolutely incredible when you start doing this work, what you can start attracting. It all starts with you leaning back, with you being in your softness and your calmness and your feminine energy, and you being the magnet, not the hunter. So let me know in the comments if you are ready to start attracting love, step into your feminine energy, and feel like your most confident, magnetic self. We'll see you next time.